It's your girl Kane. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all already know I'm back with another video, another story time. Whenever y'all see me sitting right here at my desk, y'all know it's another story time. So, I want to thank all of my subscribers. You know I gotta thank y'all every time I do a video. I want to thank all my subscribers for rocking with me, for watching all my videos, for commenting on my videos, for subscribing. And I want to thank all of my new subscribers that's coming in. Come on in, join the fun, listen to my crazy ass life and the crazy things that I decided to do with crazy people. But I appreciate all of the love, all of the support. I appreciate everything, okay? I appreciate it. So, y'all see that title, and that's the reason why you clicked on this video. Maybe that's the reason why you decided to subscribe to this video, okay? But you seen that title. So let me do my disclaimers before I get into the story, all right? None of the names used in this story time belongs to any of these characters. Their names are being changed to protect their privacy, okay? Their names are being changed to protect the privacy of the trifling and not the innocent. Second disclaimer is, I do not condone sex trafficking in any way, shape, fashion, or form, okay? And when I say sex trafficking, I'm just saying sex trafficking in general, okay? So it's a lot of people that are victims of sex trafficking. There's a lot of people that are still stuck within sex trafficking. So I gotta just put that disclaimer out there. I don't condone it. And it's just a piece of a story from my life, from some events that took place, okay? So now let's hop into the story. This particular story time took place in the state of New York, okay? It started in New York and then it landed somewhere else. So I have some friends that are, I don't know. I had some friends. I'm gonna say had because I am no longer friends with these people. My choice to unfriend them for some of the things that they do. Whenever I see somebody doing some weird stuff, I try to get away from them. You know, I try to slowly get myself away from them to keep from being involved in some BS. Okay, so that's typically why I decided to unfriend these group of people. Okay, this is literally like two stories in one. I'm living in New York, Crown Heights. Okay, this is me in my own crib doing the most craziest ish in the world. Nobody knows what I'm into. Okay, so boom, I had these friends, and they were kind of like these are the type of friends that they would be online looking at other people's lives and like, damn, I wonder if I could do the same thing, or why my life is not like this, or why this and why that. These are the type of friends that I had at one point. And I used to be like, you don't know if these people really living like this, because people be capping a lot. People be lying a lot. You know, like people lie. People lie to make themselves look one way when there's some other going on behind the camera or behind closed doors. I'm going to give them all names. First character that I'm having this conversation with, let's just call her Shady, okay? Because she was one shady bitch, okay? And the second friend, we're going to call her Delilah, okay? Now, Shady used to sit and look at other people's lives online, like Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, because I was friends with them for a very long time, okay, even during the MySpace days. So Shady used to be like,
why my life can't be like that, and why this and why that.
And I'm just like, you don't know if these people, if this girl really got this going on. Like I said, people be lying. They lie to make their life look a certain way online. Somebody could be saying they live in a mansion. Okay, they could be taking pictures in front of a house, like, look at my big house, look at my car, look at this, look at that. But when you really get to their life, they could be living in a shelter or something. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, you can't go off of what you see online. People lie and put the most crazy stuff online for likes, for comments, and attention. Point blank period. Okay. I have sat around people that said they was in Mexico. I have sat about people. People take pictures of themselves and put the location as Cancun, Mexico, and they not even in Mexico. All right, bam. Okay. So I'm telling her, and she just like,
I don't. I'm just tired of looking at this. I'm tired of living this life. I'm tired of looking at this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. Da 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 da.
Delilah is just sitting there. Delilah's looking on her phone, and she's just like,
I mean, sometimes I feel like that too, but the only way to change that is to like change your life.
so Shady like,
How are we gonna change it? I'm working a 9 to 5. I'm not really making that much. Still feel like I'm struggling.
so I'm asking Shady, I'm like, all right, so what exactly do you want to do? Like, what changes do you want to make? So she's like,
I've been thinking about stripping or escorting.
I'm like, okay, like, now y'all, I was already started because remember, I don't know if I ever talked about this in any of my videos. I used to design clothes for, and I'm not gonna call them strippers because a lot of them they don't like being called strippers. They like being called exotic dancers or exotic entertainers. I used to make the costumes for them. Okay, this is how I started my fashion career. I used to make exotic dance wear for exotic dancers and exotic entertainers, and I'm just like, when she said that to me, I had this friend that had worked in KOD in Miami, and she was working alongside Black China at the time. And there's just a lot of stories that this friend used to tell me, and I would be like, damn, like, so it's really like the Players Club. But when I moved to Atlanta and I started to work at all them strip clubs, Strokers, Blue Flame, Follies, uh, you name it, the Cheetah, okay, the Pink Horse, the Crazy Horse. I worked at in the inside and the back in all these clubs with my clothes. Blue Club Blaze. Um, they gave me like little section to sell my clothes. Okay, so when my friend told me this, when she said this to me, I started thinking about what my friend that worked in KOD had told me, KOD Miami. I started thinking, well, the stuff she was telling me, and I'm just like, I don't really think you want to work at the strip club. Like, it's not the environment. I don't see you working there. So I'm explaining to her what the friend told me, and she's just like,
Oh, that's her experience. Like, everybody's different. That's not gonna be me. Is everybody have their own experiences? Everything is different for everybody. You can't just judge it off of what one person said.
da 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 da. I'm like, all right. I'm just telling you because this girl works at the strip club 6 days a week. Okay. She has built a name for herself, so she don't really have to do little to nothing inside this club. Just show up, put the costume on, walk around, and Wiggers is throwing money at her. Wiggers is paying her bills. But for you gotta work. Like, you gotta go in this club. You gotta shake a lot of ass, shake a lot of hips, shake a lot of tits. You have to do a lot to get $20. Like, it's like and then you're a new face, and these girls in these clubs, they ain't going for that. This is the experience that I personally seen. Um, so Delilah is just like,
I always wanted to try stripping.
so I'm just like, it's up to y'all. It's your life, whatever y'all want to do. I'm always the friend that tries to. I'm not. You're the devil and the angel. Okay, the devil is my friends. I'm not an angel, but I am staying beside the angel, trying to make you understand the decision you're getting ready to make. Think about this. Do you really want to do this? Why my friends be like, Kane, you only live once. We just trying to, we trying to this and we trying to that. And I'd be like, all right, do what y'all want to do. Like, do what you want to do. So y'all, fast forward a little bit. This same day, we all still at my crib chilling, okay? I think I was on vacation or I was in between jobs. Can't remember because this is so long ago. But this is no really the only time that I was home like this. If I was in between jobs or I was on vacation, okay? So we still at the house. This girl still on the phone looking at people's lives. Her and Delilah. So Delilah is like, I want to strip. Like that's it. I'm gonna do it. I just seen a video and it just convinced me I want to do it. But we can't do it here in New York because too many people know me, and you know, it's hard to get into these clubs. You got to look a certain way to work at the strip club. So I'm like, that's at any club. Any club, you got to look a certain way. You can't just go in there looking like this, like you know what I'm saying. So unless you going to one of them country towns where they don't give a damn, like just walk in, you could be shaped like a Christmas tree box and they would not care. Like so Shady is like,
Well, I'm off the stripping. I want to escort.
I'm like, escort. Like, do you know what escort is? She like,
Yeah, I know what escort is. Like, what type of question is that?
so Delilah is
Escort.
like this is the way she said it. And so Shady turned around, looked at her and was like,
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
so I'm like, escorting. Like the escort is selling your kush. You're selling your kush to somebody. Like you're laying down with random people that you don't even know. This girl says,
I do that all the time anyway, but I'm not getting paid. But this time I'll be getting paid.
okay. So Delilah looks at me like, and then we both look at Shady. So I'm just like, you really need to think about this. Like this is a big step you're trying to take with your life. Like this is you're playing with your life. I'm gonna just say it like that. You're playing with your life. It's a lot of STDs and diseases that you can get that condoms and birth control or whatever cannot can't stop. It's a lot. So she like,
I thought long and hard about it already.
I'm like right sitting right here. She like, yeah. I said, nah. Take a few days and think about it. Just take a few days. She's like,
I know. I'm already know my decision, but for the sake and your nervous system, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a couple of days and I'm gonna talk to a few people about it and see what they say, and I'm gonna balance it off that scale.
so I'm like, all right, so be it. So Delilah is just like,
I'm about to go to Jersey.
um, I think it was Trenton. She wanted to go to Trenton or Atlantic City. I can't remember which one, but she was like, she's about to go to Jersey and work at the clubs up there. Like, I think it was Atlantic City because she said something about some cabaret girl or whatever the heck. I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, all right, do you? Y'all just be careful and be safe. So they left. Days go by. Okay, I'm moving the story along. I'm trying to get to the juicy part. Days go by. Okay, and Josh was coming around, flossing, like what he does all the time. He's coming around. He's bringing gifts. He's bringing money. He's doing all kinds of stuff. All right. So, um, my friends, they're like, whenever Josh would come and would bring gifts and bring money and stuff like that, I would, if my friends was around and these same friends here, these group of friends, I would try to make it my hardest to not have Josh around or to not accept anything in front of them because, like I said, they were those type of friends that they became jealous very quickly whenever they seen somebody get a little bit more than them. Okay, don't ask me why I was friends with them in the first place. I don't know. I just started to notice these little red flags about them, being their friend all that time. So Josh had bought me some stuff. Okay, I would open up the closet and just throw stuff in there and close the door real quick. Okay, and that's what I did when Josh dropped the stuff off. I opened up the closet, tossed it in there, and closed the door. So, um, it was my regular friends there. It was Shady, Maribel, Tangi, Tika, Delilah. We all at the house. We all at my house vibing, chilling. They rolling up blunts. They sipping. I really wasn't drinking at this time either. You know, I was just still babysitting the drink. So I had my drink, same drink for about 2 or 3 hours. So Shady brings the idea up in front of everybody now. This is days later after she told me and Delilah. So she's like,
Yeah, y'all, I decided I'm gonna escort. I'm gonna start escorting. I might want to start an escort business. Who's down with me?
so everybody like stops in their tracks of what they're doing, and they looked at her like. So she like,
Like what?
so Maribel is like,
You want to start doing what?
and she's like,
I want to start escorting. I want to start an escorting business.
so Maribel is like,
So you wanna start an escorting business, like, and have people work for you? Cause if so, yeah, I'm down with that.
so Shady was like,
I want to go out and sell myself and make the money. So we're skipping over the third party. There's nobody in between to take my money. I'm making my own money and I'm taking my own money home.
so Tangi is just like,
So you want to be a prostitute?
and Shady was like,
Why do you have to name it? Why do you have to call it that? Like it's an escort.
so Tangi was like,
That's the proper way. That's the proper way to label it. Instead of saying prostitute, just saying escort. But literally, it's prostitute. You want to sell your ass.
like, just what she's saying. So Shady was like,
I'm not telling y'all for y'all to judge me. I'm telling y'all, as friends, like I'm confiding in y'all about an idea, a business idea.
so Maribel is like, you do know that if you put yourself out there like that, you can end up getting kidnapped. A pimp can come along and want to take you, and whatever the case may be. So Shady was like,
No, because I'm gonna have a piece on me. I'm gonna have all this stuff, and that's where y'all come in.
so I'm like, what do you mean will we come in? What are you talking about? Like, she's just like,
Maybe you can ask Josh, and if Josh got some friends, and they can like come with us whenever we go on dates, like be our bodyguards and shit.
so Maribel's like,
And who is we? Who the is we? Like, who's we?
she like, all right, well, I gotta explain the whole business idea to y'all. So I'm like, yeah, please explain it, because you just keep saying we, like you speak French or something. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, how did you go from you to we? Explain it. She's just like,
When I say I want to start an escort business, like I want to go out there, I want to go on dates, but I want one of y'all, if not all, to accompany me on the dates. Like we're gonna drive around, you're gonna drop me off on my dates. I pay y'all for sitting and waiting, and things of this nature.
okay. So Maribel looks, she looking around the room like, and then her eyes go back to Shady. I'm still sitting there looking at Shady like, so you want to all of us to risk our life? She's like,
How is your life gonna be in danger?
um, pimps and police. Okay, you cannot go on people's turfs and call yourself selling kush on these people's turfs. And the people that I'm talking about is pimps, okay? You can't go on these people's turf and call yourself selling kush, and they know how old their chicks look. So you're risking getting kidnapped by these pimps, or going to jail by the police, because they could be undercover or something. Like, you don't know. Here she goes, sounding like Josh.
You guys just think so negative. You're not even thinking about the bigger picture of this. You're not thinking about this. You're not thinking about that.
Girl, I am thinking about the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, I don't want to be involved in it. Sounds sketchy. I'm not doing it. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. She's like,
but I know somebody that's doing it and they're making like $1,000 a night, sometimes $2,000 a night.
And I'm like, how long was this person out selling kush? When did they start? She like,
I don't really know. I didn't ask all that.
Exactly. It's just like with the clubs. Like, it's a time frame. Like, hey, some people get lucky and start something and go out there and make bank. Okay? But you have some people that you go out there, you're selling your cooch, you only make $5. Somebody's only offering $5. Like, y'all get what I'm saying. So Maribel is just like,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. This don't sound right. It don't sound thought out. It's not carefully thought out.
Tika is like,
I know. Well, my aunt used to sell koosh, so I probably could ask her for some pointers.
I'm just like, what happened to the club? Like, I thought she was gonna work the club. So Delilah voices her opinion and says,
Yeah, I went and I applied to a club in Jersey, and I was hired. So I'm gonna start next Monday.
so I'm like, so why don't you take her? Why don't you take Shady and let Shady go work there? Because this whole escorting thing, it ain't sounding right to me. It's not sounding right at all. Shady gets mad. Shady stands up and she's
I knew y'all was fake. Y'all jealous of me.
like she starts going off on us. So Maribel stands up and Maribel is like,
I don't know who the you think you talking about or to or referring to. Nobody's not jealous of you. We're your real friends. Your real friends is gonna try to stop you when you're making a dumb decision or try to help you in a stupid decision. Somebody that's fake would be like, yeah, go ahead, go out there and do it. Go do it. You can do it. Nike. Okay? Just do it.
so Shady just standing there, her arms folded, and she's like, just looking, and Maribel was like,
So it's up to you. Like, if you want to do that and risk your life, go ahead. We just trying to tell you the dangers of this.
and so Maribel turned around to Tika and was like,
And if you want, I think it is best that you let her talk to your aunt, because I know your aunt gonna tell her the pros and the cons about selling koosh koosh.
all right, y'all. Fast forward a little bit more, okay? It's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend now, okay? Shady comes to my house unannounced. People that know me, y'all already know. If it's any family watching me, y'all know how I was about unexpected guests. People ring my doorbell, my intercom. I would lay right there like I didn't hear it, because if you didn't tell me you was coming over, you ain't getting in. My phone rings. I answer the phone. It's Shady. She's like, "Yo, I'm at your door. I'm ringing your intercom. Can you buzz me in?" So I'm like, I go and I buzz her in. I open up the front door, my front door. She comes in. So she has a book bag and she has like a little rolling suitcase. So I'm like, where you going? You going out of town? She's like,
I was thinking about it, but I was wondering if you wanted to come with me.
so I'm like, out of town where? Like, where you going? She's
Like, well, I wouldn't really say it's out of town.
I'm like, so where is it? Where are you going? She's like,
I'm going to Staten Island.
so I'm like, what's in Staten Island? She's like,
Well, a friend of a friend told me this is where I can get started for my little escorting.
I'm like, so Shady, you still want to escort? She's like,
Yeah, I really want to try this out. I just want to try it because this is the bank. This is where I can make bank.
I'm like, all right, when are you planning on going?
Like right now.
I'm like, right now, like, bro, I have a cat. I have to arrange for somebody to feed my cat. She like,
I'm really gonna be gone for like a day or two. So just give your cat enough food for a day or two or a night or two, and we'll be back.
I'm like, all right, cool. So y'all, I don't know. I feeds Sassy, God bless her soul. I feed Sassy. Put a big, huge big bowl of food, huge big bowl of water. Packs a little small overnight bag, okay? I goes in the closet. I grabs some cash, because I don't know, I might have to end up leaving without her. Something can go wrong. Or I might just need some bail money. So I grab some money, okay? I puts the money inside of like a little stuffed bear. And I zip the back up, put the bear inside the bag. We leave, we get outside, and it's this guy. It's a guy driving. So I'm like, who the f is that? Who's this? We used to call this guy, we just gonna call him Ice Tray. All right.
This ice tray.
So I'm like, where you met him at? Like who I never seen Ice Stray before a day in my life, y'all. I don't know. She's like,
Oh, I met him 3 days ago, at the pizza shop, and he decided to come on with me. He gave me the idea to go to Staten Island. Like,
so I'm like, I left something in the house. Hold on. I was capping, y'all. I'm not gonna put my stuff. I'm gonna sit it right here, put my bag right here. Like that's just what I said. So then I thought about it. I had the bear in the bag with the money, so I picked the bag back up. I said, let me go to the inside. I forgot something. She like,
you're not going?
so I said, yeah, I'm going. So she like,
Why are you taking your bag?
so I'm like, I got important in this bag. I'm not leaving this bag nowhere. So she putting her stuff inside the trunk. Okay. She comes follow me to the door. So in my head, I'm like, all right, good, because I really was just gonna text her phone and be like, listen, I'm not fucking with y'all. Like, I don't, like, all right. She follows me into the building. So once we get out of sight, because the lobby buildings in Crown Heights and Flatbush and all that, they're see through. So you can see through the windows. They're like, you can see through the freaking doors and shit. So I get out of sight. The building separates. I'm on this side. I go through this door here, this way, to get to my side of the building. She comes behind me, like she's right behind me. So once I'm out of sight from the dude seeing me getting ready to go off on her, spaz out on her, um, she like
What's going on? What happened?
so I said, Shady, you met this wigger at the fucking pizza shop 3 days ago? And he told you that you can go to Staten Island and sell couscous, and now all of a sudden you want to run off with this dude and you want me to come with you? This is a total stranger. She like,
Oh no, like I knew him for like 3 days.
3 days is not enough time for Kane. Now, if you would have said 3 years, that's different. Still not enough, because motherfuckers be changing through time. But I'm just saying, 3 days, my wigger, like, come on now. She like,
come on, Kane, please don't mess this up. Please.
I'm like, all right. So y'all, I tells her, just go ahead, let me go in my house. I need to get something. So she like, all right. She leaves. She goes back out. I called Josh, and y'all, yeah. Now this is before Josh was starting to spiral. Okay, he was always a spiral, but he wasn't spinning how he was doing in the other story times. Okay, so I called Josh and I'm like, I tells Josh everything that's going on. All right, so Josh is like,
you sure you want to do that? Like, you trust that? And she talking about a wigger from three. She met the wigger for 3 days ago. Like, that's dumb. I don't know if you should even mess with that.
this is what he's saying. He like,
But I know that's your friend, and you wanna go with your friend and make sure she good. Make sure you got some protection.
I said, that's why I'm calling you. He like,
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
I said, all right, cool. So once Josh okayed it, I went and got my buddy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I got my buddy, put my buddy in my bag, and I left. All right. So I just wanted to call and confirm it with Josh because Buddy belonged to Josh. So I gets in the car. She's already in the front seat. They got music blasting. She rolling up a blunt. So I get in the back seat of the car, and he's like, he turns around and he looks at me. He like, and I'm like, how you doing? He goes,
What's good?
so
Like, I'm ice straight.
I'm like, Kane. So he goes,
All right, so y'all ready for this trip?
and I'm like, mm-hmm. So he's like,
Y'all gonna be working together, or?
I said, nah, she asked me to come. Just come along for the ride. I'm not doing anything that she doing. He like,
Oh, you doing your own thing.
I said, I'm not doing anything that she's doing. She asked me to come along. He goes, all right. He turns around, spins off. So we driving, okay. Maybe like an hour, I guess I could say. Close to an hour, because he just drove very slow. But we get to Staten Island and we pulls up to this house, okay? Get to the house. It's a house full of wiggers and maybe like two females. So my spidey senses already turned on. All right, my spidey senses turned on. I'm in a group chat now. Okay, I created a whole new group chat to where uh Shady was not in the group chat. Okay, so but Delilah was still in the group chat. So I'm in the group chat and I'm like, y'all, I came with Shady to this place and the place is looking real shady. So Maribel is like, what place? Where you guys at? Send us a location. So I push the the address to what I saw and then I send my location. Maribel's like, I'm in Staten Island. And I'm like, yeah. So she like, what's in Staten Island? So I'm like, I explains the whole thing in the group chat. She's trying to sell couscous. She met this guy 3 days ago at the pizza shop. Now the guy, we went on a little road trip to Staten Island. This week it took forever to get here. It don't even take that long, but it took him long. Like I'm just going in the group chat. So Maribel is like, bro, why would you even go with her? You don't know nothing. Like I don't want y'all to turn up in somebody's somebody's backyard and whatever. So I'm like, listen, I am I am strapped up. Okay, I am strapped like a pair of sandals, and I have money just in case I need to leave. Okay, so Maribel was like, she like, all right, please stay in the group chat with us, like please. And she like, we got this location. If we don't hear nothing from you, every hour on the hour, I'm coming through with my brothers. So I'm like, I bet. This is what I write back. Josh sends me a text and says, did y'all make it to Staten Island? Did y'all make it to SI? So I'm like, yeah, we made it. He like, all right, so what's going on? What it look like there? Like, is it Wiggers around? What the Wiggers about? What they doing? So I'm like, we at this house. It's just a house full of Wiggers. It's like two girls here. Now it's me and her, so it's four females. Like this what I'm texting him. He like, he says, F the bees. He like, F them. What's the Wiggers doing? Like what they got going on? So y'all already know why Josh was asking that. Okay, I already told y'all that Josh is top tier grimy. Okay, so Josh is asking for his own personal reasons. Y'all already know, how Brownsvillian men are. Some of them, not all of them. Please don't. Some of the Wiggers from Brownsville, how they mind starts to work. Okay, so Josh is like, what's the Wiggers doing? What they got going on? How they look? You see any you see any heat laying around or anything? And I'm like, I'm sitting down, like I'm sitting in the living room. He like, man, walk around, look and see what's going on. So I'm just like, I put okay, but I'm not doing that. I don't know what's going on in this house. Okay, the house is a bunch of Wiggers. It's probably like 10 or 11 Wiggers in this house. Okay, so Josh is like, well, me and my homies, we gonna end up in SI. Send me your location. This is what he said. So I did not. So I don't know why in this video I didn't send my location right away. I don't know, but boom. Um, I was like, okay, never sent it. So some guy walks past and he's looking at me and he's looking at Shady. So Shady's sitting there like, so I'm looking at Shady. I'm like, yeah. So when exactly are you supposed to be starting this whole thing? Like, why are we just sitting here? It's like 10 or 11 Wiggers here. The house smells like a marijuana factory. Um, the chicks that's here, they just walk past us looking at us. They didn't say one word to us. Like, why are we here? She like,
let me go ask Ice Tray.
so she gets up and she goes in the kitchen and she's talking to Ice Tray. I'm sitting there. The guy walks back past and then he stops and says, we used to call him Donovan. He's like,
I'm Donovan. What's your name?
so I'm like, Kane. He like,
Oh, you're pretty.
so I'm like, thank you. He's like,
So you here to work with them?
and I'm like, who's them? So he looks over and he looks across, and one of the girls, is sitting on a chair and she's rolling up a blunt. So I said, I don't know them. He goes,
Oh, okay.
So I figured this is the person to latch on to get information from, because he just came and just, y'all get what I'm saying. So he like,
You smoke, you drink.
I said, no, I don't do neither one. He's like, really? So I said, yeah. He's like,
Like, how are you able to do that?
and I'm like, just don't do it. He like,
So where you from? Because you have an accent, like you sound a little bit different.
so I'm like, I'm from Brooklyn. He's like,
Like, oh, that's what it is.
so I'm like, yeah, so what are you doing here? He like, oh, he's like,
I'm a dad.
so I'm like, a dad? Like you got kids? He's
Like, no, I'm a dad. Like, I'm a daddy.
and I'm like, because in my head, a daddy is a wigger, a man that has kids. So I'm like, okay, how many kids you got? He like,
I don't have no kids, shorty.
so I'm looking at him and I'm just like, you just say you was a dad, like a daddy. He's like,
Yeah, like, I'm a daddy. I'm a pimp.
so I'm like, oh, okay. Yo, I didn't have to take a at all, but when he said that, I thought I shit on myself sitting on that couch. So he's like, he like,
So you're not here to you're not here to work. Like, what are you doing here?
so I'm like, I came with my friend. He like,
Oh, that's your friend.
and I said, yeah. He goes,
Oh, she came with ice tray.
so I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, is Ice Tray a dad? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. How long y'all been being dads? So he's like,
Like, probably about like 2 years now, maybe 3 years.
I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. So y'all, once Donovan got up, because he was sitting on a little ottoman, he says,
I'm going to get some pizza. We got some pizza. You want some?
I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, I'll be right back. So he gets up. Once he moves from out of my face, I sends Josh a text. Now I'm ready to send the location. I sends Josh a text and I'm like, so we are in a whorehouse, basically. This is what I'm telling Josh. Josh says a whorehouse. So he starts calling. So I'm texting him and I'm like, I don't know if I could answer this phone. He sends in caption, answer the fucking phone. So I answers the phone. I'm like, hello. Like I'm trying to talk low. And I'm like, listen, don't yell. He's like,
Where the fuck you at? You ain't even send me the location or nothing. Send me the fucking location and have your shit ready because you getting the fuck out of there. If you want to stay there, she gonna stay there.
and I hang up. So he sends a text, send it now. And how many wiggers is in there? This is what he said. So I sends the address and then I tell him it's about 11. He puts, I see you in a minute. Shady comes walking over to the couch. She like,
I'm getting ready to go upstairs with Ice Tray. Ice Tray want to show me something.
so I'm like, listen, I gotta talk to you. So she like, hold on, just let me go see what Ice Tray want to show me. I'm coming right back. She goes upstairs with Ice Tray, okay? The chick that's sitting across from me, light skinned chick, we just call her Red. We're gonna call her Red Bone, okay? She like,
You want to smoke?
I said, no, I don't smoke. She like,
Yeah, Ice Tray girls.
and I'm like, no. This is what I did. She like,
Oh, but y'all came here with him.
I said, yeah, my friend, that's Ice Tray girl, like that, because I'm already picking up on what's going on here. So she's just like,
so what are you doing here?
and I'm like, I came with my friend. She wanted me to come with her. So she's like, and she looks over at the other girl, and the other girl looks at me, and she's like, so You staying or you leaving? Because if you leaving, you probably should leave right now. Why nobody is not really paying little to much attention to you. So I'm like, what that mean? She's like, what do you what do you think it means? Like, how does it sound to you? So I'm like, it sounds to me like they're telling me I need to get the out of here before they see me getting out of here because they're gonna try to stop me from leaving. She's like something like that. As soon as she says that, okay, I grabs my bag. Josh is calling my phone. So I'm like, I don't have time to answer because I gotta get out of here. Grabs my bag, puts the book bag on my bag. Josh calls again. And then he sends a text, answer the fucking phone. So I answer the phone. I'm like, yeah. He goes,
Leave the house now. My homie is a block away. He's gonna come get you. Just leave and go in the car with him. But I'm en route.
so I'm just like, okay. He goes,
Where that girl at?
so I said, she's upstairs with the dude. He like,
All right, just leave. If I can get her out of there when I get there, then she'll be all right. But until then, I want you out of the house.
so I'm like, all right. I leaves. I goes, gets up. The girl follows me. Okay. So she goes to the kitchen and she starts like twerking in the doorway. Okay. She's like twerking and she's like lifting her shirt and shaking her boobs, whatever. And they're paying attention to it. They're like, yeah. So the other girl, the other girl is like, go, go, go. I goes. I goes. I open up the door because it's like two doors. It's like a storm door and regular door. So I open up both doors, go through the door, and there's two dudes sitting on the stairs. So they turn around and look up at me, and there's like a black Chevy Malibu pulling up. The window rolls down, and the wigger in the car is like, yo. So they turn and look at the dude. I runs down the stairs. I go through the gate, get in the car, and he spins off. So he's like, my name is Relly. He's like, my name is Relly.
Um, Josh told me to come get you.
So I'm like, yeah, I know. So he like,
Using a situation just now.
so I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just listening to a friend, and I don't know. All right, y'all. An hour goes by. Okay, Relly had took me to his baby mother's house. All right. They had like about 5 kids, noisy ass house. I prefer to be there than to be in this place because this was it would have been ugly if I was not, or if I wasn't, on point how I was, I wouldn't have, who knows where I would be today. Okay, because that was bad. So I'm sitting there. Josh texts my phone and he's like, did Relly come get you? And I'm like, yeah. He like, all right, we about to pull up to this house right now. How many wiggers did you say was in there? So I said it was like 11 in the house, and then there was like 2 more sitting outside. So he's like, he says, is the house like gray looking? And I'm like, yeah, it's 2 wiggers sitting outside. So he's like, all right, we driving past the house now. I don't see nobody sitting outside. So I'm like, do you want my friend's number so you can call her and like try to get her out of there? Or so he's like, I'm gonna get to her. Like, I'm just trying to see what these wiggers about, what they got going on. Like, you ain't see no weed laying around or nothing, bro. Like, I want my friend out of the house, and you worrying about catching a stain. I don't care about that. Like, I'm just like, I didn't see any of that. All I know is they in the kitchen. I did not go in the kitchen. I don't know what's going on in the kitchen. He like, so all 11 of the wiggers is in the kitchen? I'm like, well, Ice Tray, which was the 11th dude, he went upstairs with her. The rest of them, they're in the kitchen or like in the hallway. Like, they're they vibing, whatever they doing. Like, but I know they smoking weed because it was smoky. So he like, all right. It gets dark. It's dark now. I have been texting and calling Shady phone. Okay, no response, nothing. I'm sitting there. I'm getting very antsy. I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting worried. I'm calling, texting Josh phone. No response, no answer from Josh. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, Relly baby mother comes. I just give everybody a name. We're gonna call her Chantel. She's like,
Hey, I made some wings and some macaroni and cheese. Do you want it? You want to eat?
and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. So she like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. She like,
And she just look a little stressed out.
so I just came out, started telling everything, right? She's like, you talking about the house over on whatever street it was, and I'm just like, yeah. She like,
Oh, my sister used to mess with one of those dudes, one of those wiggers that be, up in and out of that house.
she like, yeah.
They something else. Like they be trying to, they be trying to kidnap chicks and send them here and send them there.
Like she's just giving the whole rundown. So finally, there's a knock at the door. So she gets up and she goes to the door. It's Relly, it's Josh, and like 6 other wiggers, and behind them is Shady. So Shady don't have none of her stuff. She's crying, like you can see she's crying or whatever. Josh flops down on the chair across from me and was like, this is how he's looking at me. So I'm like, Relly comes in and Relly was like,
he like, my baby mom's cooked. My baby mom's cooked. Anybody hungry?
so they like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So Josh is still looking at me. Josh is
Like, King, come outside. Let me holler at you for a minute.
so I go outside, we get to the steps, and Josh is like,
You need to get rid. You need to change your friends. That bitch, you need to get rid of her. She don't need to be your friend no more. That bitch is crazy.
so I'm like, what happened? He like,
First and foremost, you came with her out here. Look at the situation she got y'all in.
I'm like, true. He like,
You don't need to be around her no more. Then when finally I'm able to get this bitch out the house, child, like, it's just a long story. Like, I'm just tight right now.
so I'm like, all right, so what happened? He
I'm gonna tell you a whole nother time.
why even bring it up? He like,
Go talk to her and see if she want to tell you.
all right, fine. I goes and I goes to Shady. I'm like, what happened? So she like, oh, everything just went wrong. I should have listened to you. She like, but then you left me. So I'm like, yeah, because I peeped what was going on. By the time I seen what was going on, you was already upstairs with Ice Tray, and Josh told me to get out the house because he was gonna come get you. So Josh, this is the backstory, okay? Josh did get Shady out of the house, and his friends took the people's stuff. And that's it. We're gonna leave that alone. Moving along, okay? So Shady is just like, Ice Tray tried to have sex with her, and she didn't want to have sex with him. He starts pulling on her clothes. He starts trying to like choke her, all kinds of craziness. And this went on for a couple of minutes upstairs in the room. So I'm just like, so she starts crying, and Relly's baby mom comes over, and Relly's baby mom is like, rubbing her shoulder and hands her a tissue box. So Josh is like, y'all ready to leave? I'm ready to get out of here. I gotta get out of here. We gotta go. So I'm like, yeah. So we all get up and get in the car. Shady, Shady didn't have a phone. She didn't have the phone, but she had another phone. But this phone, it was just like a regular phone. It didn't have contacts or anything in it. So I go to my phone and the group chat is going crazy. All the girls in there like, yo, what's going on? Are you okay? I just told them BRB. This is what I wrote. So When we get back to Brooklyn, we get to the house. Josh is
Where you stay at, shorty?
like he turns around.
Where you stay at?
So she like,
Oh, I stay in the style.
he like,
All right. Direct him to how to get to your house, cause you going home.
I'm like, yo. So we get to Shady Building, and I get out, and I'm like, I gave her a hug or whatever. So Josh rolls the window down. He's in the front seat. He rolls the window down. He's like,
Yeah. Y'all say y'all goodbyes. Say your goodbyes, King.
so I'm like, we both looked at him. So she like, thank you so much, thank you. He like, yeah, and rolls the window back up. So she like,
I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna call you.
I'm like, all right. I gets back in the car, and Josh is like,
You ain't gonna see that bitch no more. She got up. She got you inside of a whorehouse with some fake ass pimps with this trash ass weed.
I'm just like, yo. It's not, look, back then it wasn't funny, but now I laugh at my pain now, like Kevin Hart, okay? I laugh at my pain now because, so Josh's friend is just like,
Yo, calm down. Like, you yelling to the top of your lungs in this little ass car.
so he like,
I'm just saying, like, stay the fuck away from that bitch. Don't go nowhere else with her. Just, matter of fact, cut her off. She needs to be cut off.
so I'm like, so the homeboy, I turn to look at the homeboy like, okay. Now remember I tell y'all, like Josh's voice, that boy had a set of lungs on him. As much marijuana as this man smoked and cigarettes, that man's lungs was strong. Strong. So I get back to my house. Josh is like, I'm coming later because I got stuff I gotta do. I'm like, all right. So I gets out, I goes inside of the house, and I go to the group chat. I'm telling everybody in the group chat what the hell took place. They're just like, oh my God, this is crazy. What? So I'm like, yeah. So I'm just, I couldn't believe it. Like, my discernment is crazy. Okay. I was just, I can't even get the words out right now. Like, so Shady sends me a text. We fast forward now to the next day. Shady sends me a text and was like, I'm still gonna escort, but I'm gonna do it by myself. I don't need nobody. So I'm like, you literally was in complete danger yesterday, and you still talking about you want to escort? Like what? She like, yeah, that's because those were pimps. Just like Maribel was saying, like, so if I feel like if I do it by myself, I'm just like, yo, like, what is wrong with you? All right. She like, yeah, so I'm just gonna do it, but I'll probably go to like East New York and try it over there because it's local, like it's still in Brooklyn. So I'm like, just do what you gotta do. The ones from Brooklyn, y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about East New York. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Under the train and all that, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, go ahead, do what you gotta do. So she like, yeah, I'm gonna start by the diner. I'm gonna be over there by the diner. If anybody's looking for me. I'm like, okay. Good luck. So that was it. That was literally my last time talking to Shady because Shady was just, she had a shady mindset. She did not listen. Is Shady still alive today? Yes, she's still alive. I see her every day on Facebook posting BS. Okay, but I was like, I was keeping tabs though because I was worried about her. You know, we were friends for a long time, so I would go into the other group chat, the one I created, and be like, has anybody heard from Shady? And they was like, yeah, Shady, this, and this. All right. Delilah was working at a strip club in Jersey. She wasn't dancing. She was just doing bartending or like waitress. She said that she didn't like the feeling, like men staring at her or men touching on her and stuff like that. So she decided to just be like a waiter or do bartending, which is fine. I understand that. Now, y'all, here's the second part of this story. Because remember I said it's two stories in one. Josh comes to the house one day, and he's like,
Yo, I got an idea.
so I'm like, what's the idea? Like, what is it? He's like,
You see what your friend into?
and I'm like, yeah. He's like,
I was thinking maybe we should start something like that. Like we get some girls. We're gonna do it different. We ain't gonna have them hostage and all that. They go do what they want to do. They just link us at a certain time, and we take them around places. Let them do what they do. They pay us for taking them on the dates.
so I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You was willing to do it with your friend, but now you don't want to do it because your nigga asking you. Like, get out of here with that. Come on now, man. Let's be for real. We trying to get to this money.
So I'm like, why you just can't find a set of girls, all right? Cause I know you be talking to itches behind my back anyway. Why you can't ask one of them to go on these little excursions with you and do these things? Like, why you always come to me?
I ain't talking about no other. I'm talking about you.
I'm like, all right. Volume down. So y'all, I'm just like, all right. He like,
You gonna be driving, and you gonna be posting the girls on Backpage.
I remember Backpage.
You gonna be posting the girls on Backpage and getting their ads ready. We're gonna take them on their dates. Then we're gonna wait for them. They pay us our brand for taking them on the dates, and then we take them back to their destination or whatever.
So I'm like, all right, fine. This is what started, okay? It didn't work. You know why it didn't work? Because Josh's attitude. Josh was arguing with the three girls. He had found three females, okay? Two of them didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to sell kush, okay? They just wanted to lounge around in expensive hotels and look pretty, and be on the phone or watching reality TV shows. The other chick, we just gonna call her Energizer, okay? She was the only one that was really making the money, like, because she was getting all the dates. She was very pretty, and she was posting herself up, and as soon as she posted, dates. So I'm driving her on these dates, taking her on these dates, okay? It was like me and Josh would take turns taking her on the dates, right? Now, I just got to a point where I'm like, I'm tired. Now we were making bank. We were making bank, y'all, okay, in 7 days. I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. Like, I'm literally pulling up into my driveway at 6 or 7 a.m. when the sun is coming up. I'm beating the sun home, or sometimes I'm coming when the sun's coming up. So it got to a point where it's just like Josh couldn't keep up his end of the bargain, okay? It's 7 days out the week. Josh said he'd take 4 days. I'll take 3. I ended up doing 5 or 6 days because this wigger would smoke and then he would be stuck in a trance, like, just want to sleep. So I'm like, yo, like, you said you was going to be taking these chicks on these dates, like, on 4 days. Like, how come I end up doing 5 or 6 days?
What are you complaining about? You getting paid.
It doesn't matter. I'm tired. I'm going to start looking old before my time. So Leo said,
Yo, my girl wants to get down with it. Like, you think my girl can go? She know how to drive. She can do some driving cane. And, you just direct her and things like that.
So I'm like, okay. I said, okay. He goes,
Yeah, I'm gonna go get her and I'm gonna bring her back here, and then she can go with you tonight, and she do her dates too, because she on Backpage too.
Leo pulls up with this girl. I'm just going to call her Alicia. Alicia gets out of the car. Me and Josh are standing in the driveway, okay? They get out their little lift drive. And Josh is like,
Didn't he say that he had his girlfriend can work with you?
and I'm like, yeah. So, y'all know Josh is rude and reckless with his mouth. He don't care. Josh is like,
who the fuck is this?
So Leo is like, Leo looks and Leo is like,
Oh, you talking about her?
Josh is like,
Yeah, who's that?
he like,
It's my girl. I told you I was going to get my girl.
so Josh is like,
And she's going to do what?
so she goes,
Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm just introduce myself. I'm Alicia. I'm Leo's girlfriend. We've been together for like 5 years. I'm an escort. I escort myself. You know, I don't have a pimp or anything like that. I have 7 kids, and I look good for my age though because I'm 52 years old.
and Josh is just looking at her like,
What you telling me all that for?
she like,
Oh, I'm just introducing myself.
he like,
Like, it's not a job interview. You don't got to tell me all that.
so y'all, we just gonna fast forward this story time number 2, because I told you guys 2 stories. Fast forwarding it. This part of the story is when we're living in the A. Okay, this whole situation with Shady took place towards the end of the months of me living in Brooklyn. Josh is just like,
It's no way. It's no way in this wigger thing that bitch is going to make any money. Do you see how she look?
and I'm like, can you lower your voice? Like, you talking mad loud. This lady, she can hear you. Like, so can Leo.
I don't give a if she hear me or not. She not fucking up my money looking like that.
I ends up I gave Alicia a wig, one of my wigs. Like, I installed the wig on her. I did her eyelashes and all that. I tried to make her look a little more appealing, like the other girls. Okay, now this particular night, Josh and Leo were supposed to go with the girls, and I'm supposed to stay at the house because I was tired. Josh is just like,
Just take them. Just take them tonight. And tomorrow I got it. I'm going to do 2 weeks. I'm going to do a whole week and then another week. You don't got to worry about driving.
so I'm like, whatever, because I know it's a cat. Okay, so we goes out. Okay, Alicia has a drug problem. Nobody knew this. I picked up on it once we started going. I'm taking them on their dates. Alicia, her nose is running. She's constantly sneezing. So I'm not thinking nothing of it because I'm like, it's allergies. Okay, not everybody who knows running and sneezing and doing this, they mess around with their nose. But this is just what she kept doing. So I'm just like, one of the girls says to me, when they was in a hotel room, Alicia was negotiating a date for drugs. So I'm like, what? So that's what she's telling me. So I'm like, you heard her saying that? She like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So we in the car driving, okay? Energizer says she has a date up in Noonan County. It was a county. It was like a racist county up in Georgia. Okay, so I'm just like, I don't know if I want to drive all the way up there because they're not really fucking with black people like that. I know this because I've been over there. So she's just like,
Well, the date's $500, and I really want to go. I really want to do this date.
I'm like, all right, fine. So y'all, the whole time we're driving there, and I had text Josh to tell Josh. Josh was like, just go. So I'm like, all right. Leo, when Josh calls me and he's asking all these questions, you hear Leo in the back. Leo was like,
Just tell Kane to come to the house and we'll take them on that date because that's really far. That's like the men need to be doing that now.
oh no, she got it. She gonna do it. She got it. She got it. So we go, me and the girls, it's a car full of women. We driving, okay? It's starting to get dark. Now, the person that wanted the date from Energizer kept calling Energizer's phone. How far are you? Like, just acting weird. So I'm saying to Energizer, I'm like, listen, I don't know if I want to take you on this date because this dude is acting, this wigger acting real weird. Like, why does he keep calling your phone like this? She like, oh, He just was seeing it from on my way. Like, Energizer was very stupid. Okay, I wish I could do this story time a little bit longer. I just tell you about all the dumb shit she was doing, but I'm just like, all right. So we driving. It's dark. We driving down this road. It's no lights at all. So I'm like, so we pulls up to the house. I'm like, is this the? It's so dark you couldn't even see the numbers on the house. I'm like, is this the house? So Alicia is holding the GPS. She like,
Yeah, it says arrived.
so I got my high beams on because, like I said, it's dark. Alicia says,
there's a guy crawling on the ground.
so I'm like, where? So she like,
I just want to see a guy crawling on the ground.
so the other girl in the back, I'm not gonna give her name because this is quick. She like, you must be tweaking. You must be high or something. So Alicia turns around and was like,
I'm not fucking high. I know what I saw.
so as soon as Alicia say that, I'm looking ahead. I see a guy come walking. The guy has like a mask here. Okay, you can see his eyes, but this is covered, and he's got a hood on. So I'm looking. I'm like, now y'all, I had already had the car in reverse. Okay, I never took my foot off the gas. Car's in reverse. Alicia is just like,
Oh my God, oh my God.
so I'm like, shut the up, just chill. He taps on the window. He's like,
roll the window down.
so I'm like, no. He's like,
I have a date with one of y'all.
here go Energizer. Can you unlock? Because I had put child safety on. Okay, child safety was on all them doors. We're not doing this today. And the reason why child safety was on was because I had my nieces and my nephews earlier in that day whenever I was with the family, and I forgot to take it off. But look, that's how God works. So she's pulling on the latch of the door like,
Unlock the door, unlock the door.
so I'm like, nah, I'm not unlocking nothing. This dude got a ski mask on. Why he got a ski mask on? What's going on here? So the guy that Alicia says she's seen crawling on the ground, he comes on this side. So there's definitely two men. So the guy starts banging on my window, like,
Open up the window.
Alicia goes to her phone and she's calling Leo. I said, all right, this is what we're going to do. Because Energized in the back, yelling and screaming, having a fit.
This is a $500 thing. I'm not missing my date.
I'm like, you can get out my car and you can stay with them and I'm leaving. I don't know nothing. Alicia like,
No, don't open up the door, don't open up the door.
Leo answers the phone. Alicia's telling Leo what's going on. So Leo is yelling and screaming. Josh takes the phone and Josh is yelling and screaming. I backs the car up, okay, because now the dude is yanking on my car. I reversed the car, ran over the guy's foot. The guy is yelling and screaming, running behind me, but I'm still reversing, y'all. I reverses. I knocks 2 trash cans down and knocks a mailbox down. Still reversing, okay? I'm reversing down this block. Hits the next house mailbox. The other dude is running, okay? And once I stopped the car to put the car into drive, the car went into a gear. I went right past drive and put the car into a gear because it's a sports car. And I just zip-lined straight past him, almost ran him over. The guy fell down and gone, okay? And I forgot to mention, he kept telling me, turn my lights off, turn the car off, turn the fucking car off, turn the fucking lights off. This is what he said. So I'm just driving. This Energizer in the back, she's mad.
Why did you leave?
And do you not see what was getting ready to take place? They was trying to unalive us. I'm not messing with these people. So y'all, Josh is blowing my phone up because the phone is connected to the car. He's just going crazy. I answer the phone.
Get back to the house now.
Leo was in the back like,
you can't get mad at her because you told we were supposed to take them. We were supposed to take this ride, being that they was going all the way up there. You weren't supposed to
like, so now they're arguing and carrying on. The phone disconnect. Leo was right though. Leo was right about that. So y'all, we gets back to the house, okay? Josh comes outside. Josh tells all the girls to get into an Uber and go about their life. Go about their life.
Kane, this is dead. It's done. We're not doing this no more.
I said, that was already in my head once I ran over somebody's mailbox. That was it. So Josh goes, he's looking at the car in the back. It had like a little dent in the back from one of the mailboxes that I had ran over. Leo is hugging Alicia, ugly self. And the other girls, they got into an Uber, and that was the last time I ever see any of them. So I was just like, this is second time dealing with people and their little koosh trafficking, and it went bad. It went bad. And I took a vow to myself and to the Most High. And was like, I am never messing around with koosh selling ever again. Ever again. So y'all, that's my story time. Okay. That is my story time. Never again will I mess with the koosh game. It ain't for me. It's not for me. Okay? No shade to anybody that's doing it, but it ain't for me. So, that's my story time. That's the end of my story time. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for commenting. I'm doing shout outs, okay? So, like I said, if I happen to pronounce anybody's name wrong, please forgive me, okay? So, I'm doing shout outs to all of my subscribers, all of my new subscribers. I'm doing shout outs to the people that interact with me, that watch my videos and watch my channel, comment, like, subscribe, all of the whole nine, okay? I can only see your name if I see it a lot on my notification list. This is the shout outs that I'm doing. So the first shout out is AnnGiven86. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel and rocking with me and watching all my content. I really, really appreciate it. LW, thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. I really, really appreciate the love. I'm giving another shout out to Kim T. Okay. Thank you, Miss Beautiful Kim, for watching, subscribing, and commenting on my channel. Then I have, I'm just going to pronounce it out because I don't know how to, I'm going to spell it out because I don't know how to pronounce it. GZ Hazel. I guess I'm saying it right. GZ Hazel Hillard. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting on all of my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for rocking with me. I really, really appreciate it. Then I got Annabella. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate the love. I got Madam Chrissy to you. Okay. That's my New Orleans. That's my New Orleans friend, y'all. Okay. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm dead gonna come to New Orleans one day and we're gonna chill, okay? So I got Melanin Monroe. Thank you for commenting and viewing and subscribing to my channel. I really, really appreciate the love. I got Yes Rhonda. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching all my videos. Thank you for liking. Thank you. Because she said, I'm so happy I've been watching you all day. That meant so much to me. I really, really appreciate that. Okay. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Thank you. I have a new subscriber, Duchess K. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos and liking them. Y'all like it, so y'all subscribe, and that means a lot to me. Okay. And I had another subscriber, Royal Judah. Thank you for subscribing. I just now seen that. I didn't see that. I really, really appreciate. I got Jazz Loves. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I got Shay Mack. I don't know if I said your name in my last video, but if I didn't, Miss Shay Mack, that hair color looks mad dope on you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching and commenting. I really, really appreciate it. I got Pretty P. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate you taking the time out to watch my video. Be like, damn, let me subscribe. Click. I really appreciate the love. I got Tiana. Thank you. Yes, Tiana. Thank you for watching and commenting and subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Exactly. This is Princessa. Thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. Glam Girl Haley, thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. I got Light Goddess Kimba. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching all my videos. Thank you for the love and the support. I think this is the one that I followed on Instagram. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you. I have Bly the Dia. That's from Harlem. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. And yes, Josh had too many fucking chances. Too many. I got another subscriber, Miss Sag World. I'm guessing she's a Sagittarius. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Y'all subscribe because y'all like these videos. Y'all like my crazy life. At one point, I didn't like my life. I got, let me see. Yeah, I gave shout outs to Destiny and Miss Lisa and Ball Pit and Bless Williams. I gave shout outs to Olia. I really appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Let me see. I got a subscriber, hppt.lexi. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Jennifer Calhoun. I think this is people I missed. Val Clark. We got Bonster. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Bonster. I appreciate all the love. Janelle. I think I'm missing a lot of people. Ray Meese Adderley. This is a subscriber here. My notifications be so crazy, so I be missing it and I don't get to see it. But if I missed your name and you are a subscriber and you be viewing, y'all can comment. Don't be afraid to comment. I don't argue with people in the comments. So for the trolls, the people that you subscribe so you could be a troll, because I block people every single day. Every time I'm out somewhere, I'm driving somewhere, or I'm in a store, or I'm working, and my phone will pop up. I see something negative, I go straight to it and I block it. Okay, I block the people too. And the people that like the negative comments, you get the out of here too. Okay, so because I don't understand. You have some people that they just wake up and they just look for people to bother. I'm not one of them. Okay. Once upon a time, I will argue you the fuck down in comments and all of that. Make a video about you and everything. But I don't got time for that. I'm not doing that. I just go straight to the block. Okay. So if you like the video, give this video a thumbs up. If you can relate to the video, give this video a thumbs up. Write some comments about how you can relate to it, or you know somebody that can relate to it, or just leave a positive comments. Negative comments, hold them. My story times is from my life. I'm sharing it with people because I believe there's people in this world that's going through it. I talk to people every single day and people be telling me like, yeah, I went through this, and this. And I be like, damn, I went through that too. And I tell them, they be like, wow. So how did you this or how did you that? I never knew. I thought I was the only person who was going through something. No, you're not. My mother used to always tell me. My mother be like, what you crying about? I know you ain't crying about no wigger. And I would be telling her what's going on. Girl, it's somebody in this world that's going through something 10 times worse than that BS that you sitting here crying about. Get it together. You know, so that's why I decided to become a storyteller and tell my stories. But anywho, if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give this video a thumbs up and hold your comments because I don't give a fuck. And tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another motherfucking friend, tell another friend, tell another friend that the can is on the motherfucking tube. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.
I come around.